Hey everyone, Black Cross here, and welcome to Okami. I hope I pronounced that right. I believe that is the proper pronunciation, Okami. But, come on. There we go. Okay. So, anyway though, we're gonna go ahead and do a let's play of this game. I've been actually wanting to play this for a while now, and now I get to finally have a chance to play it, so if you guys are ready, I am. Also too, if I remember correctly, this originally came out for like the GameCube, I think, and then it came out for like the Wii, and then eventually PS2. I want to say it came out for the PS2. I may be completely wrong on that. But at any rate though, we're going to go ahead, we're going to get started playing this game, so here we go. If I can stop waiting long enough, that is. There we go, much better. Long, long ago, a tiny hamlet known as Kamiki lay nestled in a grove of proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. Each and every tree around the quiet burr was honored as a god. However, the village was not without its dark secrets. To satiate the appetite, I believe it's satisfied, but oh well, whatever. To satisfy the appetite of Orochi, a fearsome cave-dwelling beast, a young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival. With a body like a mountain and 8 heads mounted on necks and the wording in this one. Maybe that, or I can't read today. Let's start that over. With a body like a mountain, and 8 heads mounted on necks the size of tree trunks. Its blood-red eyes alone were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared disobey the horrific beast. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. This wolf, its coat as brilliant as snow, was dubbed Shino. I'm gonna have a lot of people ask me about mispronunciation stuff, but I believe it's Shiranui? Shinari, I believe? Okay, Shinari. The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village, and made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed the wolf to be a familiar of Orochi. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shinari. The warrior Nagi attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by Shinari's swift movements. Before long, the night of the accursed festival had arrived. A white plum arrow held the coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft quelled into the home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Nagi harboring the secret love of Nami was engraved by this sign. Determined to put an end to Orochi once and for all, Nagi traveled to the Beast's Cave in place of his beloved. The Moon Cave, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Orochi's home, as Nagi stood bravely before the entrance. A beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon 8 trashing necks. Orochi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi leaped with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced, well into the moonless night. But Orochi's hide was like steel. The blade left gnarly and scratched. At long last, Nagi, his energies sent from the intense battle, dropped to his knees, fatigued and gasping for breath. He knew he was staring death in the face. It was then that the wolf appeared. As if to protect Nagi, it stood its ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brightly. Alas, it was Shinari, the wolf that dwelled outside the village. Bearing its fearsome claws, Shinari leaped toward Orochi. Orochi reared his terrifying head, readied its fangs for battle. The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing in the darkness. Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. Shinari summoned gusts of divine wind to counter Orochi's flames. As Orochi closed in on Shinari, sharpening claws, glistening. Boy, I'm having trouble reading today. A gigantic tree suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf. Shinari fought gallantly to gain the upper hand. However, Orochi, protected by a mysterious power, was not easily bested. Shinari, covered in gaseous, majestic coat dyed crimson, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be the final blow, but Shinari refused to give in. With his last ounce of strength, the majestic wolf gazed heavenlyward and unleashed a mighty howl. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dispersed. The light from above glistened off Nagi's sword as a beacon of hope. Gilded by his sword, Nagi, who had been taken sheltered in the shadows, stood proudly to face his adversary. Channeling all his strength into his sacred embittered arms, he leaped ferociously towards Orochi, his sword poised high. The golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their own. Orochi's broken body collapsed in a lake of his own blood. In that instant, the curse that plagued the villagers was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. Shinari has succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Nagi scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Kanai. When they reached the village, Shinari was no longer moving. The village elder gently stroked the wolf's head. In respect, Shinari let out a hoarse and pitiful bark, then clouded its eyes and drifted off as if into slumber. Peace had at last returned to Kanami Village. In honor of Shinari's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine and placed a statue of the wolf within it. Nagi's sword was named. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Tsukuyomi. I am going to be really heavily acclaimed by this. Tsunoyokami, and placed inside the moon cave. The villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace. However, this is not the end of the story. There is more to this tale than most people know. 100 years has passed since Nagi and Shinari's heroic exploits. It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice. Is this the legendary sword? Is this Tsukunoi? The sword that banished the dreaded Orochi? No, it couldn't be. It's just a legend, nothing but a fairy tale. Look what you done now, you asshole! And he ran scared.
Oh, he who seeks power, he who has broken my bonds. Speak the words, I wish darkness unto the world. Utter that prayer unto me, and unleash my power.
Well, there goes the neighborhood. A horrible tragedy suddenly swept over the land. However, there was one village that seemed to escape the terrible curse. The tiny settlement of Kanami Village enjoyed the protection of a sacred tree. It is here that the real story begins. Oh, wow. Hello, pretty. Wood spirit. Okay. I'm going to try. Sakuya. Sakuya? I am hoping... Again, if I mispronounce any of these names, I do apologize. Wood spirit Sakuya. How troublesome. This is just like the ancient prophecy of doom. What has transpired to bring about such calamity? We must act quickly. There is no time to lose. My power has diminished over the years I've spent protecting this area. I don't have much time left in this world. Amashui, now is the time. We have never needed your power more. Shine your divine light upon this broken and polluted world. Let your heavenly rays become our hope as you guide us all. Okami Ashuri. Ah, such divine white light, such beauty and grace. The only one capable of such a wondrous spectacle is none other than our mother and the origin of all that is, Amashuri. How delightful to see that the Savior whose brave sacrifice sealed away the evil demons so many years ago has not changed one bit. Seeing you emerge after so many years spent as a statue being brings happiness to my heart. Amashuri? Gaze above you and take in the condition of the sky. Since your untimely departure from our midst, the world has succumbed to defidious and ferocious beasts. They have ravaged our fine and bountiful country of Nippon. But never have the circumstances been worse than they are at this very moment. Please use your powers to banish the darkness and punish those who would do us harm. What is this? Has something stolen its way into my robe? Oh! Oh! Okay, that's just creepy. Whew. What on earth? You again?
Wow! Are you nuts? Boy, for a little thing, you sure make a big fuss. I was just trying to make the conversation a bit more interesting, that's all.
Were you napping in my clothes again, Bug?
Bug? I told you 1,000 times not to call me that. I'm a wandering artist. The name's Isun.
Wandering artist Isun.
I'll show you just how great I am, and it won't be long till you're bowing before my great brush. Well, what do you think? Even cuter than the real thing, no? What's with you, Furball? You look kinda down in the dumps. Actually, you look kinda familiar. Got it! You look just like the statue of Shnarry. Whoa! What do you think you're doing? Are you crazy? A handsome guy like me should never be covered in wolf slobber. You'll regret messing with the great Isun. Don't make me use my prize sword, Decurium, against you! What's that growling sound? And why is it so dark anyway?
Oh, great God, Ashumi. I've used all the power I have to protect Konami Village. The village lives on. Their spirit lies encased in my fruit. Cut it free, and the village will be reborn. I trust in you. I know that you will lead us down the right path. Only your awesome power can restore life to the world.
The trees return to normal? Huh. That Sakura girl sure says some weird stuff. The villagers' spirits are being kept inside the fruit. That's the fruit. That girl said that if you cut it down, the village will be restored. But it's awfully high up there. If you don't use some kind of special power, there's no way you're gonna reach it. This darkness is really getting to me too. A lot can happen while you're taking a nap.
Whew. That was quite the voice acting there. Okay, so let's see here. Guess we go in there? Maybe?
Where are we? It got awfully quiet all of a sudden. I don't remember any place like this in the village. Well, we better keep our eyes peeled. You can use a right stick to look around. L1 changes your point of view. Boy, you really look so helpless. You sure you're gonna be okay? Hold on. That's the origin mirror. They say once your reflection appears on its surface, your memories will be stored in the mirror of all eternity. Well, to put it shortly, you can save your progress here. And let me give you a little advice. You should save a number of game files. That way, you could always go back if you get stuck or something. Gotta be prepared, especially while you're still learning the ropes.
Yay! That's a pretty picture right there. Okay, I think we're going to go ahead and end the first part here. So, in the next part, we will continue on the story. Let me know in the comments below, which I'm sure some of you will let me know, if I mispronounce any names, which I'm sure I probably have. But thank you so much for watching, and I shall catch you in the next video. This is Black Cross signing off. See you later, guys.